I just woke up, but I think there was Sonic Movie 3 happening today, so I guess we're doing it. What? There's Jim Carrey's playing Gerald? Bruh?
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
Oh, here it is.
High-level security breach,
Oh my god, it looks so much better than the second movie.
and we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance.
Team Sonic.
Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic,
Oh?
where you found family and friends. Shadow found only pain and loss.
Good lord.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start
Good
with
place
the
to
giant fireball.
good place to start. Damn. That's like almost
He is much more impressive than the Hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to.
Oh shh.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
Yes. Ooh. They're just doing the same thing. Oh.
Can we just talk about this?
The voice fits so well for for Keanu. Hell yeah, dude. Shadow looks so good.
I believe I'm saying this, but we need you know who.
This is a bad idea.
Oh?
Did that ever stop me?
Please. Yes! Yes!
We have visitors.
This is sad, Robotnik.
Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it.
I need room. But, sir, I don't have the proper materials. Found some.
That's nuts. That's kind of disappointing. He's got the bike, dude. Yeah, there's the motif.
What I had to.
I can't believe it. I can't believe this is real. People have been complaining about this for so long.
Welcome home, my boy.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
It's impossible.
Is it?
It couldn't be. Couldn't it?
I am.
Are you? In the saggy flesh.
He's alive? He's alive. Okay, that was actually a really good twist. And again, everyone says this is not an adaptation of Adventure 2. And this is like hard confirmation of that fact. Like it's just straight up, it can't be. There are too many elements that are already pre-established from the previous two movies for this to be able to even be a direct adaptation of it. So the fact that Gerald is still alive, and maybe he's not. Maybe this is just something that Eggman is imagining. I don't know. But the way that they're framing it makes it seem like he is still alive. But wow, it's so interesting how like little I was able to say because I was focusing so hard on like what was happening on screen and like what the characters were saying and what they were doing. It was hard for me to like get any reaction out. Just because, like, I felt like it was showing thing after thing after thing, as, you know, a trailer does. But it clearly is still full of humor. It is still full of comedy. It is still full of, you know, what the Sonic movies usually are. And it's still kind of hit or miss comedy. It is still targeted towards a younger audience. Which, I mean, it's hard to say that that's disappointing because that's what they've been so far. But I think that action-wise, it looks really, really good. I'm hoping the best action sequences we've gotten so far. But it really does seem like the emphasis is going to be on this story. It is going to be on Shadow's story. It is going to be on Team Sonic themselves. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't know how they're going to find a way to do it, I'm sure. But like, I don't know how they're going to find a way to fit many of the human characters in this. Look no further than the first encounter between them and Shadow, right? In Adventure 2, like, this is just straight up a thing that does not happen. And in the Sonic movies, there's no way it couldn't. I mean, unless Sonic went out heroing by himself, there's no way that, you know, these three weren't going to meet Shadow together, especially if Commander Walters was asking them directly, like, hey, there's this threat that happened 50 years ago and we need you to contain him. And I like what he says at the beginning. Like, his story started much like Sonic's.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic. But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain.
It looks like they're training at the beginning here with Maddie and Tom. Like, they're racing, and I'm guessing this is some sort of training that they're probably undergoing. Here with Aaliyah Brown, I think is her name. I could be wrong about that. Please correct with what her name is. This is a great shot. Like, look at Shadow and like, look how happy he is, and just this shot of the devastation of, I'm assuming this is like the raid on the Ark, or maybe they might have even changed this backstory, because it looks like those might, I mean, obviously Gunn wasn't a thing yet, but like, it looks like these may be military agents, and Shadow doesn't seem, you know, I mean, that probably is Gerald right there. That's probably Gerald, Maria, and Shadow in the middle. But like, Shadow doesn't seem like he's enraged by anything. Probably, I don't know. I mean, that one gun soldier. Sorry, I keep calling him gun soldier. That one soldier looks like he is pointing a gun at Shadow, but I mean, I feel like if that was the case, maybe Shadow would take action a little sooner. But I could be wrong. Again, this is pure speculation, and they might have changed things around, but I don't know. The fact that they're the ones coming out of that, and that's something else too. That is something else too to note, is that the whole confusion between, you know, they're not going to lock Sonic up because they know from the get-go that Sonic is not the one responsible for whatever's going to be happening, right? Like, there's going to be no confusion. There's going to be no prison break like in Adventure 2. They're the ones helping Gunn from the get-go because Gunn has already been established in this universe, whereas it had not been in Adventure 2.
He is much more impressive than the Hedgehog I fought previously.
That line and what Sonic does immediately after, I think, is just very funny.
You're a colorful bunch.
You're a colorful bunch. There's like a cut in there, and I'm sure that's not what. I'm sure that's not the full line. there has to be. But look at him. Look at Shadow, man. He looks so good. There's got to be more to that line, though.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic,
I would like to fight. Actually, Sonic, I would very much like to fight him. This looks amazing. What I was gonna say earlier was that, like, this scene, and this is something that I don't know how much I like when these movies repeatedly do, because like the second movie kind of had stuff like this where like it and the Knuckles show had this too, like where it repeats scenes from a previous entry in the series, but through a new context. This seems like when Sonic met Knuckles at the Wachowski house, like where Sonic was gonna punch Eggman, but then like Knuckles shows up. But it looks like the tables are flipped now with Shadow and Knuckles. It's funny when you do it a couple times. It's cool when you do it a couple times. But I feel like when you do it every new entry, it just kind of starts getting old.
He's too powerful.
And there's the Green Hill Zone leitmotif, which I don't think maybe the trailers in the second movie didn't do, but I love the one in this one. I wonder what this is, because is this like Chaos Blast, or is this like a portal to somewhere?
Can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
Also, this is something else too. This is something else that I wanted to bring attention to, and again, I couldn't because, you know, I'm in the middle of watching the thing. This is inherently different from Adventure 2, where in that game, Eggman was the one that released Shadow inadvertently. He didn't know what he was releasing. We've yet to see how it is exactly that Shadow is released. The idea may be that it was Agent Stone who released Shadow in the movie universe. But, I mean, even so, it looks like they had to contact Agent Stone somehow. And they have to find out somehow that Eggman is alive. I'm sure that Gunn is going to tell them, like, hey, we never found the body. He's probably still out there, even though you think he's dead still. What does this remind me of? This reminds me of, like, the giant crab in Forces. Sorry. They have to contact Agent Stone to tell him that they need Eggman's help, because this is a way bigger threat than they're going to be able to handle. So they have to team up with Robotnik to stop Shadow, where in Adventure 2, that was never a thing. Like, them teaming up didn't happen until the end of the story. And even then, it was, like, not a team up like this, right? So this made me hopeful. Like, him being fat kind of made me hopeful. The only thing that bothers me about it is that, like, he doesn't look any different to me. Like, if we look at him later on, and then, like, he grew the hair. I do like that little detail that he grew the hair back and that they're just gonna shave it again. I almost wish his mustache was crazier. But, like, if you look at him coming out of the portal with Sonic, which is a dope shot, by the way, is it me or does he not look any different? Like, size-wise, he has maybe a slightly different coat than in the second movie, but he almost looks the exact same as in the second movie. I feel like there's not much different here.
We need your help.
On one condition.
Again, it just looks like he's having so much fun playing the role. And I think it's so funny, right? Like, his condition is like, I need your power. And Sonic's like, all right. Like, if that's what it takes for you to work your magic, I guess. And maybe it was just for him getting the hit. I don't know. I don't know what that does to him.
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it.
Which is, honestly, that's such a good line, too. And I think that is so weirdly at the heart of who Eggman really is in the games, too. Where I mean, it's not like, if I can't rule the world, I might as well save it. It's, for him in the games, it's more of like, I have to save the world, otherwise there's not a world for me to rule, right? Like, but that's never really been the attitude he's had in the games. He usually is kind of sympathetic to, like, I don't want to die either. I don't want this world to be destroyed either.
I need room. Sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Like, I guess this was them implying like he needed a bigger suit, but again, he doesn't look that much fatter when he's in the suit. Also, I really wish he had the glasses on top of the goggles. Nitpicking. It's just nitpicking.
Hey, no cheat codes.
No cheat codes, come on now. Whoa, 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 what was that shot? A chow room? What is a chow room? They're looking at, what the hell is this? They're like in some, I guess they're in Japan and the Chow are probably like these cute little mascots. That's a brilliant way to bring the Chow into this universe. I kind of love that. Is that Commander Walters or is that Tom? I don't know. I can't tell who that is. I love the checkered floor too, like in Green Hill Zone. Oh man. I am so curious what this is about. These big ass that's cheese. I just realized the bow tie. Because I was like, that's a fly type Chow. That's a power type Chow over there. This is so weird still. See, because like Gerald looks fat, right? It's not just me, right? Gerald looks fat. Gerald looks like the right amount of fat that Eggman should be. But Robotnik still looks the same to me. Like, he doesn't look much fatter.
Possible. Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
Are you? In the saggy flesh.
Wow. Wow. Finally, a trailer. All right. That was good.